Hey there, happy Friday, happy post-Christmas. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. I'm meteorologist Ben Peine here on the back deck. It is your back deck live Ben at 10 weather show for Southern Indiana and beyond here. So we've got some incredibly warm weather in the 60s this morning. It is about 20 degrees above our normal high temperatures this morning. We had low around 64 degrees, just crazy. So spring-like, and these temperatures are more like the month of April. So we're getting like a little bit of a spring tease here for our last weekend of 2025, which is kind of crazy to say. And then we're going to be cooling down. We'll have a strong cold front move through Sunday late night during the overnight. That will likely bring some showers and thunderstorms, some gusty winds, maybe some isolated damaging winds. And as the cold air catches up, might have some flurries early on Monday. Cold and windy Monday, and then chilly and dry as we ring in the new year. So, as we often say, there's plenty to talk about here with our weather across the region. Again, I'm meteorologist Ben Peine, and thanks for watching. Thanks for liking or subscribing on the show. If you have any weather questions, if you just want to pop in, say hi in the comments, let us know where you're watching from. Please do that here on this Friday, December the 22nd. So, again, we've been racing through 2025, and it's about to wrap up. So here we go. We've got a few comments popping in. We'll take a look at here in just a second. Also want to just show you that we may have some occasional drizzle today. We've kind of a weak front that's around the region that might just give us a little bit of kind of like we had yesterday, some sprinkles and some drizzle here and there. Here's what we're looking at with the big radar and satellite as I bring it up full screen. Really, the active weather is up to the northeast. They've actually got winter storm warnings up to the northeast around New York. Some of those areas could see around 5 to 10 inches of snowfall. But again, we are on the warm side of it. And as we zoom in here a little bit closer, just a little bit of a blip of green around Bloomington. Sometimes the drizzle can kind of fly underneath the radar, and it really doesn't get picked up. We were in Indianapolis yesterday for family Christmas, and it was a lot chillier just up the road, up I-65. It was like in the 40s and a little bit breezy up in Indianapolis, while down here in southern Indiana and in Kentucky, well into the 60s. I think I feel a little bit of that mist out here this morning. It's also going to be a touch breezy today, south and southwest winds around 10 to 20 miles per hour, but enjoyable temperatures. My son's going to be out on the golf course. I'm going to be out on the golf course tomorrow. Got to take advantage. Probably the last good round of the year. I was just checking to make sure everything is looking good here with the audio and video. My Facebook's having trouble this morning, but here, let me check out some of the comments here popping in this morning. We have good morning to Orlean. Who can complain about this warm weather? I really love it. Vicky Berger, thanks for watching there on YouTube. And Beverly Haggis from Borden, Indiana. Santa didn't bring me the flu. He brought me, COVID. No joy there. I hope you're getting over it quickly, though. Yeah, my Facebook stream is slow and spotty. I don't know what it's like on your end. Hopefully it's rolling just fine. Maybe it's just my internet. We'll see. We'll see if it begins to load up here in just a second. Looks like it was trying, but anyway, we're moving right along here, and our current temperatures are quite obviously mild around the region. Let's take a look. Let me get rid of that full screen view of the radar and satellite right there. The big change is going to be Sunday night into Monday as colder air begins to drop back into the region. Right now, I'm bringing up some of the live conditions here with extolmag.com/weather. We're going to, as usual, from the back deck, put the power of the Starlink internet to the test. Although in our neighborhood, they're starting to run some fiber, so we might have much higher internet here very soon for the first time. We don't have cable that runs through this neighborhood here. 65 degrees And we got a wind gust at 19, the wind from the south and southwest around 12 miles per hour. So here's all the current conditions that you can take a look at whenever you want. It's got sunrise, sunsets. Our sunsets are getting a little bit later, like minute by minute, but our sunrises are getting a little bit later over the next week or so. They're around 8 a.m., our sunrises. So stays pretty dark for a while in the morning. And Orlean, everything seems to be working on YouTube and Facebook on my part. Good. I'm glad it's just me that has a little bit of the audio visual issues here. There it is. Looking good now. Just a little bit of a hiccup on my phone with the Facebook. Thanks for the confirmation there, Orlean from Hodgenville. Back to the current conditions. If you ever want to go here to extolmag.com, it's your weather source for our local area. It's got your forecast day by day by day. And you can see the cold shot of air on the way. Monday, hourly forecast here for today, as we say, in the 60s with some patchy drizzle off and on. I did post the brand new 7-day forecast. I've got a record high of 72 going for Sunday. The record Sunday is 70, set back in 2021. We've had some warm Christmases and New Year's Eve over the last 5 years or so. And Kathy Scott wanting to stay this way in Trimble County. Yeah, we would be in a whole different climate region if it were going to stay this way. But you know what? On our countdown, we're not too far from what is typically the coldest part of the year, and then we'll get past that hump. And hey, springtime, it's getting closer and closer. And again, a spring tease through this weekend with temperatures more like mid and late April, which is kind of crazy. Lillian Lasley, good morning, 64. Yeah, that's about what we got across the region right now. And as we cruise on down here, I'm going down. And by the way, here's just another map you can click on. This is the National Weather Service watches and warnings and all that. There's a lot of winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings just off to our northeast. Won't impact us whatsoever. And then here's a big interactive map here if you ever want to play along as well. Upper right-hand corner, there's an orange circle. You click on that. It'll bring up dozens of weather layers there. I'm just bringing up the temperature map, showing those temps in the 60s. It's starting to warm up in Indianapolis now as that warm front's lifting to the north. Again, yesterday I was up in Indy for family Christmas, and it was chilly in the 40s. There is a little front off to the west that's going to move through tonight and kick out any leftover drizzle. Should be mainly dry later on this evening, dry tomorrow. I think a chance of some showers as a warm front lifts back north Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon looks pretty dry in 70s. And then a strong cold front moves through overnight Sunday and early Monday, going from some showers and thunderstorms overnight Sunday to maybe switch over to some flurries early Monday morning. So that's going to be the big change there Sunday night into Monday morning. Laura Day saying, I want my winter back. Bring the snow. Well, we may have a few snowflakes there early Monday, and definitely going to feel like winter next week as we finish off 2025 and head into the new year. Dennis Gregory with a balmy, awesome weather today there in Bedford, Indiana. I got the early walk done. That's going to be my New Year's resolution, is getting back on the horse, on the exercise horse. Orlean Whitlow, 63 in Hodgenville, a little bit windy. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit breezy today. And Kathy Scott with 58 degrees there in Trimble County, Kentucky, up I-71, northeast of Louisville. So again, just want to point out a lot of resources here. We're going to be stuck with clouds today, but we'll take it when it's this warm. Got to go out towards St. Louis to get some sunshine. This is the look at the visible satellite here at extolmag.com/weather. And again, we are pretty much shrouded in the clouds. Looks like maybe just a partial clearing here and there. Maybe up towards you there, Kathy. Looks like perhaps a little slice of sunshine, little break in the clouds. Kind of cool looking ripply clouds if you're looking from above. And then a much clearer sky out towards the west in the Great Plains. So that's our current conditions out there, and a live look as well with the Falls of the Ohio.org, Falls of the Ohio foundation cam. And again, just kind of gloomy and cloudy across the area, but definitely on the warm side. Hopefully the grass doesn't start growing and we have to start mowing the grass here in January. But I want to thank our partners here, too, to allow us to do what we do here on Ben at 10, your local weather conversation. Each day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for liking or subscribing. Lyons Roofing, Lyns, right out of Memphis, Indiana. They got you covered on both sides of the river, protecting your most valuable asset for a lifetime. If you ever need roofing services, give them a call, 812-294-3595. They've helped out my family, and I'll be golfing with one of those guys tomorrow. So I know them personally, and they can definitely help you out. They've got a nice web page here, too, if you want to learn more, lionsroofingco.com. Also, a shout out to our partners here at Ivy Tech Community College. Now's a good time to get started. They're going to meet you where you're at. As they say, you belong here, and they're going to make it accessible and easy to do. If you ever want to go there, one-on-one information to learn more here at the Sellersburg campus, you, of course, can go online like I'm doing live right now, or you can sign up for Tuesdays at the Tech, which is easy to do. They've got it linked right there, and you can get that one-on help with registering for classes, career coaching. You can learn more about their dozens of two-year certifications that are powering our workforce right here in Southern Indiana. So excited for the new year there at Ivy Tech, as their spring sessions are going to be kicking in pretty soon. Shout out to my buddy Michael Long here, my insurance agent, my mom's insurance agent, maybe your insurance agent in the future. If you want to get a quote, they've had price reductions. They've got ways to bundle and save. 812-578-3072, all different types of insurance that he can help you out with. And his agency is proud to be an American Star certified agency, excellence in customer experience. All right, we're about to dig into that forecast here for you this morning. And we have Justin Bannett. Thanks for tuning in here this morning. Perry Porter. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. We did. Hope you did as well. I'm at the Borden Park walking with my two Yorkies. That's awesome. Walking and watching this morning. Justin, wishing you all a happy New Year week as well. Wishing you a great New Year. Hey, let's wish everybody a prosperous, healthy 2026. Seems like every year it's a little crazier. Hopefully this new year, we'll just have a good time. Let's try our best. All right, Erica, good morning to you. Thanks for watching here and tuning in from up the road there in Charlestown. All right, let me go ahead and bring up our headlines here, and then we'll dig into the weather model. If you're new to the show, usually the program is we give you the forecast, the current conditions right off the bat, and then we will take a deeper dive into the forecast for a while until about 10:20 here, and then we'll start to fire up the weather models and look down the road, look into the new year, and we'll focus on windy, wet conditions for the overnight Sunday, windy and cold for Monday. So we'll spend some time there here coming up in just a second. But it will stay warm through Sunday, as our weather headlines show here. A little drizzle, sprinkles, a little mist at times today. Not a big deal with that. And then we'll have a chance of a few showers Sunday morning as a warm front lifts north of the area. Again, it's kind of wobbling around the area, this warm front. And then a strong cold front overnight Sunday. Could bring some gusty winds. Got a nice little breeze out here right now. And then maybe a switch over to some flurries early Monday morning. But we're talking about some gusty cold winds Monday. It's going to be a wind chill day. And now we're like used to these 60s. Now it's going to make it feel even colder next week. So here's the countdown. 5 days until New Year's Eve. Average coldest part of the year is in 21 days. That's right around mid-January. Our time change in 72 days, that's March 8th. We'll be heading towards 8 p.m. sunsets. And spring, giving us a spring feeling now, is right around 83 days away. Our weather history for today, 1776, George Washington crossed the ice-clogged Delaware River. On the 25th and 26th, he marched on to Trenton in the midst of snow and sleet, surprising and capturing many of the British garrisons. You always wonder how, with all of our technology these days and like the Gore-Tex and the ways to stay warm, and it's still cold. It's amazing how they did it way back in the day. 1927, the worst Christmas blizzard in at least 50 years buried the UK. While most of the country experienced snow, the South suffered the brunt of the storm with drifts in places of 15 feet or more. 10 inches of snow fell in central London. In 1985, Seattle, in the midst of 2 weeks of frequent heavy fog, Christmas holiday travel was disrupted due to low visibility, many flights canceled, cluttering highways. 2009, a huge blizzard raged across the Great Plains. On the 24th through today, 1 to 2 feet of snow propelled winds up to 60 miles per hour, buried the area from Oklahoma up to the upper Mississippi Valley. 9 people died. 2012, a winter storm brings blizzard conditions to much of central Indiana. 6 inches to a foot of snow common around the region, wind gusts to 40 miles per hour. Our stupid weather jokes of the day. What did the champagne bottle call his father? Pop. So these are obviously, we had the Santa Christmas related jokes. Now we're switching gears to New Year's related jokes. What's one enjoyable type of pain on New Year's? Champagne. These jokes are great. They don't drop the ball. Boom. All right. they're free stupid jokes. All right, we've got your forecast here for your Friday TGIF, December 26th. A lot of people are off work. It's that time of the year. I've said it before. You kind of forget what day it is, what time it is. It's cloudy. It's warm today, drizzly and sprinkly, light and variable. The winds today actually not light and variable. They'll be gusting to 10 to 20. Messed that portion of the forecast up there for you. But sunset at 5:29. Our low tonight, 49 degrees. North breeze at 5. It's just a weak little front that kind of moves through. And we go from like mid to upper 60s today to lower 60s tomorrow. Not a big difference. Could get a little patchy fog to start off our Saturday. Your Saturday forecast here for your December 27th. Mostly cloudy sky. I think we'll see a better chance of some sunshine tomorrow. A really lovely day. Our last Saturday of the year, 57 at noon, 63 for the afternoon high. And it looks dry for us. Our normal high is 45, so we're nearly 20 degrees above normal. And the normal low is 30 degrees. It's about 20 degrees above our normal low temperatures. Our sunrise is right around 7:58, and then our sunset at 5:29. Here's that 7-day forecast. 63 Saturday, record high of 72 on Sunday. Again, the record is 70 set back in 2021, not that long ago. A chance for some morning showers, I think mainly dry Sunday afternoon. And then overnight, I'd say after midnight, we'll have a good chance of a line of some showers and thunderstorms moving through. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center has our area under a level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk category. It's called a marginal risk. It's usually not a big deal, but we might have some isolated strong winds during the overnight. And then switching to maybe some flurries early Monday on the very back side of that front with a high of 33. And it's going to feel like maybe the teens on Monday with winds, maybe 20 to 40 miles per hour. It's going to be a blustery Monday behind this front. Down to 20 Monday night, 32 Tuesday, time to fire up the wood stove once again. And then New Year's Eve, not too shabby, 41 degrees, near normal temperatures, then 21 Wednesday night. But colder again, a little cold shot moving in New Year's Day at 35 degrees, and then right around freezing next Friday as we head into our second day of 2026. So pretty quiet next week. It's just going to be on the chilly side. The real action is going to be, again, Sunday night, as far as some active weather moving through the area. Orlean Whitlow, thank you for the wishes, Ben. I wish you the very best in 2026. How great it is to have you doing our weather. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate all of you for being here. Lillian Lasley, loving the jokes. Beverly, loving the jokes. We'll keep them coming. All right, let's go ahead. And it's now 10:19, so we're right on time. We're going to fire up the weather models here and look ahead through the weekend. We'll probably just jump ahead to Sunday because there's not much happening right now. I can probably show you a few sprinkles on the models today. Let's see if we can fire up some sprinkles on one of the high-resolution weather models. The radar and satellite, by the way, pretty quiet. Just a little bit of mist. That I'm going to give you the ground truth, what's happening on the ground. The radar can't pick it up because it flies underneath the radar, but I have felt a little bit of mist out here live from the back deck this morning. All right, let's bring up the future radar, your futurecast weather model of choice here. I'm going to go a 48-hour version of the HRRR, high resolution rapid refresh weather model. If you look closely, there's little spritzes of green here indicating some drizzle, some sprinkles. That's at 2 o'clock. Here's at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock, 5 o'clock, 6 p.m. Again, as we've seen, it's kind of enough to not know which level of windshield wiper to use, basically. And then also maybe just enough to make the ground damp, but that's about it. And then this is showing it kind of starting to move east of I-65 around 7, 8 o'clock. So the drizzly stuff starts to move off to the east later on tonight, and that'll leave us with some dry weather tomorrow. Might get some patchy fog again for tomorrow. So that is that. And of course, we do stay very much on the warm side today. There you can see the temperature map here for this afternoon. Fronts off to the north. We're in the 60s. Feeling good. North of I-70 is where it is a bit cooler. It's kind of north of the front. All right, let's jump ahead now. Let's fire up the NAM weather model. This is kind of a medium range weather model, and I'm going to have it take us into our Sunday. I'm going to go Sunday morning because I think we will have a chance of some showers around the region Sunday morning. This is at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Not a whole lot popping up here. Oh, that's Saturday. Pardon me. I need to go to the 28th. Here is Sunday morning. So here, a warm front lifting over the area. Some showers will be possible Sunday morning. But as we jump ahead to Sunday afternoon, looking mainly dry across the area. And as we fire up the temperature map, very warm as well. And I think that's conservative. I think we make it into the low 70s ahead of this front Sunday afternoon. Some of the winds will start to pick up late Sunday. There's some 30-plus mile-an-hour wind gusts moving in late day into the evening time. This is around 10 p.m. So wind is part of the story Sunday night, rain, and then rapidly dropping temperatures into early Monday morning. This showing you here 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts Sunday night at 10 p.m. Strongest wind gusts as this front moves through. This is 4 a.m. early Monday morning, showing you over 40 mile per hour wind gusts. Blustery, blustery. As the cold air races in, still a breezy day for Monday, over 20 mile per hour wind gusts. Now let's go ahead and back this truck up a little bit and take a look at the rainfall, and then we'll take a look at a slight chance of some snow. So this is at 10 p.m. So I'm going to stop this here. This is 4 o'clock in the morning, early Monday. So this is mainly a sleeping rain. We're asleep when a lot of this is happening. 7 a.m. Monday morning. Let me go to precip type. So notice that here around 10 a.m. Monday morning, 7 a.m., 10 a.m., we might get that brief switch over to some friendly flurries. It would not cause any problems on the roads or anything like that. But there you can see that chance of the switch over briefly as that cold air tries to catch up to the departing cold front. Speaking of cold, it will be cold. Let's bring up the wind chill map for our Monday, December the 29th. All right, so here we go. This is Monday afternoon. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Sharp drop from spring vibes right back to winter vibes. We had a little bit of a drop out there. Again, that Starlink satellite switching satellites or something. All right, we're back. All right, so let's go to the actual temperature for Monday afternoon. It's showing 20s, low 30s across the region. But when you tack on wind gusts over 20, it'll feel like the teens. So Burr, back to B-triple-R Burr Monday. And it's going to stay pretty chilly for the rest of the week as well as we ring in the new year. Here's a look at I'm going to bring up the 7 a.m. wind chill into Tuesday morning. Luckily, kids are out of school and don't have to be out at the bus stop and that kind of stuff. Showing some single-digit wind chill potential Tuesday morning. And now I'm going to take this into New Year's Eve. And our temperatures look a little bit better New Year's, upper 30s, low 40s. Not too shabby, kind of normal cold for this time of the year. Just bundling up a bit for any celebrations. And then as we head into our New Year's Day morning, it's going to be cold in the 20s. Might be a touch breezy too. So when we tack on the wind chills here, well, not too bad. It's cold. But the real severe cold is farther to the north. That's where we see some pretty rough temperatures. It's still there. That cold air is still bottled up here in Canada, not too far off. Moving into Wisconsin and Minnesota, New Year's Day. I don't see it ever making its way all the way down to our region anytime soon. I'm going now into the second. It's going to be chilly, but not as extreme as it is up to the north. Alaska has been frigid, minus 30s. Obviously, don't want that kind of air to drop down. I'm now going into the 3rd of January. Looks kind of like normal cold. 4th of January, normal cold. 5th of January, normal cold. These are the high temperatures. And by normal cold, 30s or 40s for highs. Not crazy. We'll see how far out we can go. I will say, if you remember a couple weeks ago, we were talking about this Christmas warm-up, and the long-range Ben on a limb was 100% correct with that. And I'll give it up to the GFS. It's the one that we're looking at. But it did a good job. I'm now going into the 7th of January. I mean, nothing real crazy here, guys. Here's the 8th of January. Show some cold numbers here. Didn't see any big winter storms or anything like that anytime soon either. All right, we're keeping the extreme cold bottled up to the north for now. All the way to the 10th of January. The extreme cold trying to move into the Great Plains, perhaps. And this is as far out as the GFS will go. It shows a sharp cold front out west around the 11th. If that cold air would move in, perhaps we would start to get more wintry weather and more extreme cold. And that's heading towards what is typically the coldest part of the year, which is right around the 15th, 16th of January, when our average high goes down to 43, average low, I believe, is like 27, something like that. So, I mean, it's just the very beginning of wintertime. We got a little ways to go. All right, we looked into long range. That has been the good old Ben on a limb. I can bring up the Climate Prediction Center real quick. Their 6 to 10 day outlook. It's kind of fun to look at sometimes. And we're kind of on the gray is normal. We're kind of on the edge of normal, warmer than normal out west, colder than normal northeast. So again, chilly week next week, but not insane cold. on the way. All right. Our live look outside. We'll do the recap of the forecast for those of you just tuning in. Here at 10:29, looking live here at the Falls of the Ohio Foundation camera with some nice mild temperatures across the region. Reloading the page here at extolmag.com/weather, 65 degrees. You can see this little sun going up right here in this arc. It shows you where the sun is at in the sky as far as the elevation, sunrise, sunset, wind chill, wind gusts, all that good information right there for you. Get your daily forecast, your hourly forecast. Our live stream is up right now. Thanks for liking or subscribing there on YouTube or Facebook. There's our 7-day forecast that we'll recap here in just a second. I did update the weather story for today as well, if you want to check that out. And there's also just a lot of other weather maps that you can play around with here too. There's 2 interactive maps, which has your temperatures, your wind speeds, all that good stuff right there that we can see as we're starting off in the upper 50s and 60s. Crazy warm, about 20 degrees above our normal highs for our low temperatures this morning. All right, we're moving along. Let's recap the forecast here for you. Do want to mention, if you ever want to ask me a question, maybe a deeper dive into the weather, you can email me, ben@extolmag.com. That's my contact. And if you're a business or organization, you want to join up for advertising, marketing solutions, we can help you out with that as well. Here with Extol Weather, part of Extol Media out of New Albany, Indiana, covering Kentuckiana. All right, our forecast, warm through Sunday, record highs expected, lower 70s. I think most of the area is lower 60s tomorrow. And I think we have a decent chance of some sunshine for tomorrow as well. But we have some off and on drizzle and sprinkles today. The late night Sunday rain is with a strong cold front, polar front moving through overnight with some gusty winds, some rain moving through, and then maybe some flurries early Monday. Cold winds Monday afternoon. 5 years till New Year's, average coldest in 21 days, time change in 72 days as we eventually get those 8 p.m. sunsets back in March. 83 days until springtime, although it feels like April right now. And a lot of weather history for today. I'm going to put this on Facebook at around noon if you want to take a longer look at it. It's also on my weather story on extolmag.com/weather if you want to check it out there. Our weather jokes of the day. What did the champagne bottle call his father? Pop. What's one enjoyable type of pain on New Year's? Champagne. These jokes are great. They don't drop the ball. All New Year's related there for you. Our forecast today for your Friday, December 26th, 68 degrees. A little bit breezy, southwest winds around 10 to 20, some off and on drizzle and some sprinkles. Our sunset at 5:29. And the forecast tonight, 49 degrees, cloudy and cool with some patchy fog possible early tomorrow morning. A north wind at 5 tonight. And tomorrow it will be a lighter breeze from the east at around 5 to 10. And it'll be breezy Sunday and warm. So 50s around noon tomorrow, lower 60s tomorrow afternoon. Great day to hit the golf course. One last round of 2025. And then as we head to the finish of the weekend here, our last weekend of the year, 72 Sunday. Could have some showers around Sunday morning. Looks dry in the afternoon. And then we get that overnight rain and maybe a few rumbles of thunder as that cold front moves through. And the temperatures will be hovering around freezing Monday afternoon. It's going to feel like the teens, though. And it may feel like the single digits Tuesday morning. 32 your high Tuesday afternoon. And for New Year's Eve, 41. And it looks dry. So good news for any celebrations you might be going to. Just need the warm jackets. And then 35 for New Year's Day. And maybe only around freezing for the second day of the new year of 2026. And another good morning to you. Orleans saying it's really going to feel cold after all this warm weather. I know we kind of adjusted to the really cold weather for the first 2 weeks of December. We've adjusted now back to spring-like conditions, and now we're going to get hit. We got a little flock of birds coming through here. Chickadees. And a tufted titmouse. This is my bird report from the back deck. And we had a squirrel earlier this morning. Vicky saying, keep the extreme cold away. We'll try for as long as we can. We'll see how long it'll last. Hey, before we head out of here, I want to thank once again our partners here with Ben at 10 and Extol Weather. So let me get rid of this and bring up this. And if you ever have any roofing needs, gutter replacement, gutter issues, you may want to get a free quote here at Lions Roofing, lionsroofingco.com, a trusted family company right here out of Southern Indiana. They got you covered on both sides of the river, though. 812-294-3595, protecting your most valuable asset for a lifetime. I'm scrolling their page right now. You can go to their Facebook page too. That's LYONS, and check out some drone footage of their recent projects. There you see their services for re-roofing, leak repair, metal roofing, new construction, commercial roofing, gutters, downspouts. And you can learn more about their company, their ratings, reviews, all that good stuff right there. Also, our partners here at Sellersburg campus of Ivy Tech. You belong here, as they say. You can go to ivytech.edu, click on the Sellersburg location. You can get their Ivy experience here online, but I recommend going there at their location and seeing their facilities, which they are expanding. They got the Baptist Health Urgent Care Center being built there, their Family Scholar House being built there, becoming a community hub right here in our backyard, powering the workforce here in Southern Indiana. And also, I recommend you high schoolers out there, check with your school counselor to get that dual credit, get that free post-secondary education. I want to thank my buddy here, Michael Long, my insurance guy here, and my mom's insurance agent as well. As I mentioned plenty of times, he's helped us through some bumps in the road. Hitting a deer here on Highway 60. Car hit, motorcycle slammed me downtown Louisville into the side, T-boned me, tree through a roof, and you have to have some help to get through those life events. And so Michael Long is one of those people that can help you do that. Proud to be an American Star certified agency, excellence in customer experience. Give them a call, 812-578-3072. And you can also just head to amfam.com. Search Michael Long. It'll take you right to his page right there, and you might find some savings. He might be able to help you bundle and save as well. So we've been recently doing that using the app, actually helping you to drive safer and save money at the same time. So all good. Orlean, you have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for tuning in here. Lily and Lasley, you have an awesome weekend. Thanks for tuning in as well. And we'll see you next week. And next week we will have Monday morning at 9 a.m. It is.
I'm Angie Fenton, and this is meteorologist Ben Peine. Start your week with Extol Unfiltered, caffeinated by NWSB.
Every Monday at 9 a.m. on Extol Media Socials and My Socials.
And My Socials, too. Join the conversation.
And one last quick reminder here, you can always go to extolmag.com/weather. You can watch our live stream. You can watch the replay. Hey, if you're watching the replay, thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. And get your weather resources here at any time throughout the weekend. Live, current conditions, forecasts galore. All you need here to be prepared for what's to come. And the main thing for what's to come is those Sunday night showers and thunderstorms, gusty winds, and then a cold blast on Monday. We're going to talk about that on Monday on Ben at 10 a.m. So join us then as we wrap up the year and head into the new year next week. All right, if I don't see you soon, have a happy and safe new year, and let's have a great 2026. Thanks for tuning in. We got one last comment. Perry, I'm wore out. Glad I had my coffee. Heading back home. Cheers to you, Perry Porter, and thanks for watching. And Tim Cron with the last comment. Have a great day. You as well, sir. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great last weekend of the year.